probably one of my two most prized possessions in this man cave. Pinnacle of my career, doing David Letterman as panel. Sat down next to him, shook his hand, made him laugh, waved to Paul, waved to the audience, met Biff, got mic'd. Whew. Our next guest is a very funny man, the host of Bert the Conqueror, which, it should be noted, the day I did this, I had found out that Bert the Conqueror was getting canceled. And I was like, it's so surreal that I walked out and I was like, I don't think they're renewing it. But they had just built the man cave. And so I flew out, did this, and then I flew home. It was my first morning in the man cave, and my wife came out with my Letterman mug. And I sat out there thinking, like, my shows may not be coming back. What am I gonna do with myself? And I thought, you know what? I'm the most grateful man in the world. I got this great room that smells like history, and I did Letterman, which is my only real goal in this business that I've ever had. Here, I'm gonna show you something badass. This is so cool. Easily one of my most prized possessions in the man cave. I keep it by me at all times. 2 months ago, I was in Tanzania drinking goat's blood with a Maasai chief, and he asked me if I was famous. He doesn't know, he didn't watch TV. So I was like, yeah, very. So then I go back to him. How'd you become chief? And he looks at me, he goes, I killed a lion when I was 12. I went, oh, I can't compete with that. And he starts telling the story about when he killed a lion. He was like, it chased me up a tree, and I had my sword, and I stabbed at it, and it fell out of the tree, and it died, and I walked it back to the village, and the next day, I was circumcised, and I've been a fan favorite ever since. I'm like, you got circumcised at 12? And at the end of the day, we're leaving, and that chief says to me, you know that sword that I told you that I swiped at the lion with? I said, yeah, and he goes, I want you to have it. This is a Maasai chief's sword. Here's the deal. When something's true, it's often not as good as you'd want it to be, sadly. Because this is how you get a Maasai chief's sword out, because he's been slaughtering animals with it for 20 years, and so there's blood all on the sheath. So when you finally get it out, it's not as quick. I don't know how he got it out to kill a lion. I'd be stuck in the tree going, but this is his sword he gave me in Tanzania. Easily one of my most prized possessions, and I keep it with me most of the time. Right, but like I said, it's not as good. Not as good as we want it to be, but yeah, that's his sword. I keep it there just in case someone breaks it in my backyard. Sword's out. Killed a lion already? You're next, brother.